Hello, I am back today with Collection 7 from UberChic Beauty. Okay, let's take a look at plate 701. I love the geometrics here with triangles, and then I love this. This almost has a 3D look to me. These squares here kind of pop up more, and these ones recede. It's this beautiful mosaic effect with turns it into little hearts at the corners there. I love that. And then, of course, one of the things I love about UberChic Beauty is they always have the little matching elements that go along with your bigger full nail image. That way you don't have to work to isolate part of it out if you want to. And you've got these design elements that match right along, so you can mix and match and do all kinds of cool things with your manicures. Sparkle is my favorite color. I think that's true of most of us nail people, right? Love these hearts. They're like the lacy doily valentines that you used to make when you were little. I like this with the flourishes here, but it's got a little bit of a different feel. It's like more of a 60s feel to it or something. It's not quite as Victorian looking. It's a little bit more modern. Love that. I love this with I love the line kind of pattern on the flowers. And I love that in this whole image, there are different things that you can get from different places within this image so that you can have a varied manicure but still have the same sort of overall look to your manicure. So right here it's not so dense, you've got more open space, it lets your polish shine through a little bit more. On this side we get much more dense, so you can kind of get two different feels if you want from it, do two completely different manicures, or have both of those elements in the same manicure and play around with, you know, what happens on each nail. Beautiful little tropical flower there, and just breathe. I need to remind myself of that. Deep breath. And here's a more traditional kind of brocade sort of filigree. Okay, I love this guy. One of my favorite images, like, ever. Like this alien guy's skull with the alien eyes and then the filigree around the outside. So it's almost kind of like a reversed sugar skull, but it's alien and it's all those things at once, which is so cool. Okay, and here is a full nail image with these same tropical flowers here, but you'll notice this one, there's a negative reversal of each other. So here, this is going to let your polish shine through. So if you've got a beautiful pink hollow or orange something, or, you know, any beautiful polish that you have, a glitter maybe, that you're not going to be able to stamp with, but you want it to show through as your flower, that's going to be a great thing there for you. And I love that this again has that line design to it, so it sort of goes with this one here in style. You could mix and match that if you wanted to. Oh, and I'm going to skip down here and say I love this beautiful flower. So awesome. And that goes, I think, with this as well. So all of those three with a similar kind of look. And here's your little Valentine heart, which goes up with those, and Grace, which is just beautiful, and then another little Valentine heart to go up with those. And then I love this flower because I feel like there's so much you could do with this flower. So you could color this in lead lighting and reverse stamping, and you could just put it over your polish. If you have like a beautiful glitter polish that you want, you could stamp over it in black or in white or in silver or something like that. But also notice, like, you could put the center area here on one nail, like your accent nail in the center there. Then you could stamp your other nails from this side area, so it looks like the flower is blooming across your fingernails. That would be gorgeous. I love this. This feels like sea kelp to me. You could use it for any kind of texture. And how is this for the most beautiful, like, butterfly, water sprite, just gorgeous flowery thing you've ever seen in your whole life? And you could get so you could get the butterfly or water spritey part of it on one nail. You could just use the pattern part of it. That could be cool. You could shrink it down. I think even if you shrink it down, it might be a little bit hard to get on one nail, but you could get almost all of it on one nail. Stamp Champ, another great one, and a couple more hearts to match up there. I love this sort of, it's like this half sun with all of these different colors there that you can do so much with. So, you know, you could use any of this as just over the half moon of your nail. You could have the arches go around the half moon of your nail. You could use the top part for a French manicure kind of arch. You could just cover your whole nail with these arch stripes. That would be very cool. I love this, and I love that she gave you the negative reversals of each other. So you've got the one where your stamping polish is going to be the bubble, and on this one your polish underneath is going to be the bubble part. So you can mix and match with that and do some cool effects like that. besties. Oh, that's sweet. I love that this filigree is in the egg like this, so that you know, you could do with, even with this, with, you know, with this one up here, you could do a beautiful filigree image that covers your whole nail. And if your nail is short enough, you know, you could fit that in there too. But what I like about this is, let's say you only want, you know, this to be in, to cover half of your nail, like here. Well, you can do that here, but you can you've got that beautiful finished edge on it, so it doesn't just look random or weird if you try to just stamp it halfway up your nail. So you could use this, say, like for a half a moon look. So this allows you some different design flexibility that you can play with there. And then here's a beautiful one with just broad flourishes if you're in the mood for that. Here's another thing I love that UberChic does, is they'll give you a close-up and a farther out view of the same thing, so you can play around and mix and match your patterns with that. So I love that this has this pretty little thing at the end, so you could, you know, like put that down in the full moon of your nail if you want, or however you want to do that. And I like that, you know, if you just want to cover your whole nail with just the petals part, you can do that as well. Gives you a little bit of flexibility what you want to play around with here. And here is another cute little heart that goes up here with the cute little hearts. And I love this flower. I already said that, but I just love it. It's gorgeous. I'll show you manicure with it. And then here, oh, so cute with the little hearts on the little strings. And don't forget that you can do things like mix and match this with obviously that as well, and these other ones, and with this image up here. How adorable would that be to have that, you know, on one nail and have this on another nail? Just adorable. So definitely mix and match. Okay, let's do plate 702. Starting up here, we've got some awesome Art Deco, just some amazingly cool Art Deco with squares and triangles, and this one here that goes along with it. And work hard, play hard. I like that. That's a good philosophy to have in life. And I like this little diamond. I love using diamond glitters on manicures, and this would be a great way to just have, you know, have this stamped and then like do a row of diamond glitters in the center there. It'd be so cute. And then we've got this little, another little geometric, but it's got kind of a curvy feel to it. I love these. It's almost like a flower set inside a flower. It's so cute. It reminds me of pansies. And then this beautiful kind of link. This goes with, there's a similar one. It's different, thinner lines, but similar on a different one of their collections that it would be cool to mix and match that. Dream big, paint your nails. Those are important life lessons, I think. And I love the coverage on this one, and I don't know if you can see it, but as I'm filming it, I can kind of see it's like little wiggly lines in it. So there's something about the way that those lines are put together that's pretty cool. And another one that goes up with this Art Deco, so cute. And then this is almost like a carbon reverse image of this. It's not exactly, but it's a similar pattern, but it's on a slightly smaller scale, so you could mix and match those, and that would be cool. Cool little row here of, I think this like goes with this to me. It's almost like the cutouts from that. I think that's really cool. And this is just this beautiful kaleidoscope. And I love the mesh. I have other mesh that has more of a straight line. These are more curvy, so it gives a slightly different feel. Great for backgrounds or just to use on its own. A pretty little floral chintzy kind of pattern, a little bit bigger than the chintz. And this is really cute with the daisies, and it's kind of got a retro 70s feel, but you can, this will showcase the polish underneath. So the dark part again is the polish underneath. So if you've got a beautiful hollow or a glitter, that'll show on through. And then this goes right along with that. Very cute. And a hot air balloon and stuff. And this looks to me like a lush jungle that you're cutting your way through as you're going down the Amazon. And this is a cool chrysanthemum with very kind of linear design on the leaves. And here's your little row of diamonds to go up here with this one or with that one. And this is just the most beautiful, like, I don't know, it's not a lotus blossom, but it's like, it looks like something that just sprung up out of some beautiful henna tattooed pattern lotus blossom thing of awesome amazingness. And I am going to shrink that down and try to see if I can fit it whole. But even if you can't fit it whole, I mean, there's so much beautifulness just even like there, and oh, gorgeous. And then I love this with like the little not octagons, but 1 2 3 4 5 septagon with the ones with 6 sides. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And this is really open and beautiful. This would be great over like hollows or glitters with just some bold lines. So pretty. And the same thing with this, actually. I think this is just a gorgeous medallion. And this would be really stunning with reverse stamping and different colors. So pretty. And some pretty little flowers to go with all your pretty little flower. Oh, and this one, not only can you use that one with this one, but this one you can use up here with this one, which is probably actually what they meant. And then this, just another gorgeous, beautiful henna style image. And I love the rows of daisies like that. That's so cool. It's just, it's like fun and flirty and happy, but not like over the top, kind of cute and in your face. I love that. I think that's so pretty. That's going to be great for all kinds of spring manicures and summer manicures. Adorable. Okay, and then plate 703. And up on this one we have two of the infinite image kind of style with leaves and scroll works, and they're not exactly carbon copy, but they're pretty close carbon copy with each other, and it's meant to be where, so this one your leaves and everything show through your base polish, and here that's your stamping polish, so you can mix and match and play with those. And then you've got a little laurel branch or olive branch, and pretty sweet little flower to go with this little collage of flowers here, and that one goes beautifully with that too. These are so whimsical. They're like little hand-drawn doodle flowers. Love that. And these are crazy triangles, go forever. I love all the weird stuff like that. And I like this pair. So I like, you know, this cool visual image of the heart in the center and this weird, and all of the wonky sides coming on out and swirling out. And then you've got this one, which you can put on your other nails and make it look even bigger. So like your whole manicure is just going all wonky and crazy. I love it. And then a little leaf to go with that as well. And these look like quilting patterns kind of things to me, with all of the triangles and everything forming the squares and the different shapes. They go well together. I think they would mix and match it very nicely. Chic just got real. Oh, that's so cute. And then this is another sort of a visual illusion one with all of the lines going different ways. And that is just beautiful henna stuff. And, you know, just play around with mixing and matching too. Like, you could do such a cool manicure with like that and that, or, you know, that with this on, you know, like this on your ring finger and that on your pinky. Just, oh, awesome. And then you've got this one with all of the chic, fashion, UberChic fangirl groupie image. I think it's safe to say I'm one of them, definitely. Love this with the squares. Again, I like doing things with like little square glitters or whatever in there. That would be really cool. Or even dots. You could dot over those and do fun things with that. Another fun little flower to go up with your fun little flower image here. And some really open doodle work designs. There's 4 of them here that I think you can mix and match and get just different, you know, the same type of a look, but different exact images on different nails. As I'm looking at it, I'm realizing that this is a part of it all too, this one like down here, and that this is an inset of this little area, and this is an inset of the center, and this is an inset off of the side, and so is that. So you can get that same image on your manicure, but in different relative scales, and you can play around with that, mix and match. Pretty little scrolly waves with little flowers, and then a little flower to match. And of course, this little stripe of squares goes up there with that. And we got some nail polish bottles and Nail Polish Addict, and I love that she's got those, because let's face it, if you are playing with these, you're a nail polish addict. This is really beautiful. Maybe a kind of crocus, I don't know, but it's beautiful, and it will be beautiful on your nail. Some lattice work here, which is really pretty. I would love to see like solid flowers stamped over that, like it's like a gazebo in a backyard. That would be cool. And I love this with the crazy circles. I love geometrics like this with the crazy circles. So cool. And then a full nail image of the nail polish bottles, and that would be fun to go in and paint certain ones colors, and you could have a lot of fun with that. Okay, so let me quickly pull out the ruler and let's look at size. So this is about 1.5 inches long, just a little bit short of 1.5 inches long. Smaller ones are just a little bit under 3/4 of an inch long. Height wise, we're talking about a little bit under an inch. For my test, I am going to be using the UberChic Beauty XL sticky stamper, and I'm going to use just some Konad black polish. We're going to start with 703. Good transfer. Very nice. Let's try 702. My cats are going insane, in case you're wondering what that noise is in the background. It's still gorgeous. Plate 01. I warped it, but you can see I just warped it putting it on the paper. Let me actually show you that one again. Just carefully stamped this time to get it a little bit more rectangle and so it's not all warped. And so you can see this is just beautiful, up to the high standards I have come to expect from UberChic Beauty. Excellent images, awesome quality, great job. So I will link this all down below, and thank you for watching.